This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Thursday, June 4th. Mostly cloudy today and a little cooler than yesterday. The high will be 85, but it will feel a bit warmer with the humidity. As is typical for this time of year, there is the potential for an afternoon or evening thunderstorm. The low this evening will be 72. Here are today's headlines. Collin County prosecutors and defense attorneys spent hours on Wednesday whittling down a pool of about 250 prospective jurors, selecting the people tasked with deciding the fate of a teenager accused of murder. The Karmelo Anthony case has shaken Frisco, drawn national headlines, and stoked racial animus on social media. The teenager is accused of fatally stabbing Austin Metcalf, who is white. Anthony is black. Defense attorneys late in the day accused prosecutors of striking 3 black jurors, the only black candidates left in the jury pool, without proper cause. Prosecutors are required to provide a race-neutral reason for striking the jurors, and they said it was because all 3 were educators. District Judge John Roach Jr. sided with the prosecutors. The 12 jurors and 6 alternates, none of which are black, will be asked to decide the case only on what they see and hear in court over the next 2 weeks. The trial centers on a confrontation under a tent during a rainy high school track meet in Frisco last year. Anthony is charged with murdering Metcalf. Both were 17 at the time. In other news, Sana Syed, president of the Farmers Market Stakeholders Association and a downtown resident, summed up many Dallas residents' frustrations on Wednesday by saying, "What a painful and embarrassing week for this city." The back-to-back announcements this week that the Dallas Mavericks and Dallas Stars plan to leave the city's core. Speaking at the Dallas City Council's public comment portion of its meeting on Wednesday, Syed was one of several residents who unloaded on city leaders, blaming them for driving the teams out, saying, "Downtowns rarely die from a single blow. They fade when vision is replaced by complacency, when short-term politics outweigh long-term stewardship, and when each loss is treated as an isolated event rather than a warning." Syed listed AT&T, Neiman Marcus, and KDFW-TV as among the major employers and institutions abandoning downtown. Not everyone agreed. Dallas County Commissioner John Wiley Price, whose district includes downtown Dallas, said the area has seen significant growth under the current city council and is now home to roughly 15,000 full-time residents. Kimberly Beiser Tolbert said Tuesday the city would continue talks with the Stars and work to keep the franchise in Dallas despite its agreement to pursue a potential arena project in Plano. As for the Mavericks, she and the mayor emphasized that the NBA team remains committed to the city despite choosing Valley View over downtown. Next up, Dallas business, nonprofit, and government leaders say childcare has become a workforce issue, prompting a growing number of local efforts aimed at helping families find care while keeping parents connected to the labor force. At the Dallas Regional Chamber's recent State of Childcare event, speakers argued childcare is no longer simply a family concern, but a critical piece of economic infrastructure that affects employers, workers, and the region's long-term competitiveness. The Dallas Regional Chamber president said that when families have access to affordable, high-quality childcare, parents can participate fully in that workforce. When they do not, the consequences ripple through the economy in the form of lost wages, reduced workforce participation, and slower economic growth. And while many locals and visitors will be tuning in to the 2026 World Cup matches, in Dallas, one of the city's best-known culinary traditions will become part of the tournament's official celebrations. Visit Dallas has organized the FIFA World Cup 26 Dallas Margarita Mile Cup, a competition pitting some of the city's most popular restaurants and bars against each other in a quest to find the public's favorite margarita. The competition will run throughout June and July and will follow a format inspired by sports tournaments. Participants can obtain their electronic passport by registering on the event website. They can then visit participating establishments, sample the drinks created for the occasion, and vote for their favorites. Restaurants go head-to-head in weekly matchups. And of course, you must be at least 21 years old to participate. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from the Dallas Morning News.